Alright, good morning everybody. How you doing? Hey, wow. Welcome. There you go, having a blood test. Yeah, 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 there you go, having a blood test. I had to go get my blood checked. 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 There, is that better for you guys? Can you understand now? Trying something different. If I'm not sounding good, let me know. Sounds better? Okay, I turned it down. I'll turn it down a little bit more. You guys let me know what you need. Hard to get it right at first. It looks like the gauge what do you have here? Go ahead and check some off. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you guys. Everybody got their coffee? Everybody hear me okay? I think I'll get the microphone behind. Hey Kyle, how you doing? Also, Ivy, Spring guy, how you doing? Trying to get my all the way up here on the screen so you guys can see my face. So if we are having problems, let me know. I'll go to the laptop for the chat. Hey Irish, are you kind of new here? If you are, welcome. Irish, are you kind of new here? How you doing, Kyle? Virginia, hey, long time. How you doing? Forget to be nice to one another out there and say hi or support or whatever you have to do. I make my picture bigger, but my OBS is mine to the phone this morning, so we're just gonna have to live with the way it is. Hey Sam Bear, how you doing? Good to see ya. Sam Bear, how you doing? Guys, don't forget to have all your friends come in with you too. They can't get into the drawing unless you guys bring them with you. ya. Hey, Walker, how you doing, buddy? What do you mean you can't hear me? Turn your thing up. I've got my thing is perfect at volume. Hey, Backwoods. Bob, how you doing? Good morning. All you hear is water running. I can change that. Oh, okay. Here, let's do something different. Go with that. Can you guys hear me now? Go with that. Can you guys hear me now? Go with that. Can you guys hear me now? Go with that. Can you guys hear me now? How's that better? How's that better? I didn't know that one stream had any sound to it. When I got it, it didn't have sound to it. When I got it, it didn't have sound to it. When I got it, it didn't have sound to it. When I got it, it didn't have sound to it. 3 times my phone. Oh, my phone. 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 There, now you have no excuse. There, now you have no turned off. 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 Hey, Shiloh Sky, Keith. Hey, how you doing? Sky, Keith. Hey, how you doing? Sky, Keith. Hey, how you doing? Sky, Keith. How you doing? There, is everything starting to sound better now, Walker? There, is everything starting to sound better now, Walker? There, is everything starting to sound better now, Walker? There, is everything starting to sound better now, Walker? Is everything starting to sound better now, Walker? Yeah. Walker got his ham license, Walker got his ham license, Backwoods ham license, Backwoods ham license, Now there's Big What? Now there's Echo. Big What? Echo. It might not gonna work trying to have the chat up too. Hold on. Work trying to have the chat up too. Hold on. I'll fix it. You guys just talk to each other till I fix our problems. You guys just talk to each other till I fix our problems. I'll fix that. I'll fix that. And we'll fix the technical difficulties, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Rob, how you doing? 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 Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's probably why I had 2 of you guys up there. That should be better for you guys now for sure. Shoot. I hate S-Pens. Who else hates S-Pens? S-Pens suck. Serving from my home. Good morning. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. All right, can you guys hear me now? No echo? All right, good. I had two windows of the chat opened up and I didn't see it in the background. Sorry about that, you guys. So now, how is everybody? You got your coffee and everything? You guys get to hear the story from yesterday? It's getting pretty good. Okay, LS, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. You guys, if you are not subscribed to her, you make sure you get there because she has donated a solar charger to the giveaway. Caribou Country Outdoors, good morning. How are you? How are you this morning, Keith? Is that Keith or is that Sky? How you been, Rob? How's things going with you? We're having a beautiful day here. What's the weather where you guys are at? Let me see what we got here. I got 41 degrees here. 41 and sunny. Indiana is good. Rob Painless. I killed the echo effect. Oh boy, yeah, I must be learning, huh? Learning how to operate all this stuff. That's kind of scary. Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks, huh? You look like you've been busy. All those videos you've been posting are, I know you've been busy. Man, you guys got some beautiful country in Texas. I never really realized that before. But you really showcased it quite well, my friend. Low 60s in Texas. Right on. Okay, I haven't heard from Illinois. Is Walker still in here? Don't forget, you guys, I want you to start bringing more people in here for this drawing. We were lucky to have a few in here last week, but we need to start growing instead of dwindling. So if there's anything you guys think we should change, let me know so we can get her done. Poople's cat, I talked to him briefly last night, just in comments back and forth. He says he hasn't seen anything yet, but Arnie says that the knives are already been delivered there, but they're saying that because of the postal strike up there in Canada, the mail is backlogged. So it could be there, but they just haven't dug into it yet. Arnie's just about ready to pull his hair out. +5 Celsius yesterday. Oh, terrible. That's too cold. +5 makes it below Fahrenheit, I believe, if I remember right. Oh, you guys are both here? Great. I'll just write both your names down then. How's that sound? Hey, you guys will get double the trouble. Well, we're getting really close on the drawing, you guys. My numbers keep going up and down pretty radically, but I think we're right around 80 or 70 or something like that by the time it all settles out. Then we're going to give away all that cool stuff, and I've got it all moved into 3 different categories so we can have 3 winners. Morning, Chris. Good to see you, brother. We've got it put into 3 categories so we can have three winners, you guys. I'll pull 3 names. The only way we can grow is if we keep bringing folks in here and passing the word. So if you can, some of you mods, can you get that word out over on Twitter for me, please? I think I posted it on my Facebook page for just in time prepping, but I didn't have time to put it in up on the Twitter page. So if you guys could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. So as we get a few more people in here, I want to start a topic this morning. All this stuff going on, maybe we should probably talk about being more ready. That was the whole reason I picked that book that we are reading now, is because it kind of makes you think about what could happen, you know, if it were to become a nuclear attack in the United States. It wouldn't be just 1 or 2 cities hit. It would be multiple cities hit, and it would be all the way across the nation. So it kind of gives you an idea of what it would be like to be in the middle of something like that, and all the different people and their attitudes. You know, have you noticed that one girl got taken hostage, and she's been in chains ever since the beginning of the book. They've been using her for pleasure and beating on her too. So just think about that, you guys. Especially the females, you know. I mean, what are you going to do, you know, if you're not going to be prepared?
Walker, he's gone and gotten his ham license, so he's thinking already, and he always told me he wasn't really a prepper, so he's gotten his ham license, and he's starting to put stuff away. So, if we don't at least have stuff put away to last at least 30 days, if you don't have enough stuff to last at least 30 days, you'll probably be like that girl taken hostage and used for whatever purpose. Maybe I get Backwoods to kind of talk a little bit. He has quite a bit of input, and so does a few other folks in here. Hey, how you doing, Scott? Good to see you, buddy. So you got your Bopeng? Is it programmed yet, Chris? Has it got the programming into it? Freedom, yeah. You want to keep your freedom, you better start prepping. It's not a threat, it's just the way it is. Just being prepared. You don't even have to be a prepper, just be prepared. Yeah, you could do that. If you went back and just looked at the Cold War, that's true, Backwoods Law. That's just give you a tip of what could happen. They don't even, this is what gets me, they don't even teach this kind of stuff to the kids in school anymore so that they can know where we came from. Yeah, learn some skills anyway. I'm not saying you have to be efficient at any of them. Well, you should be efficient at the ones you're practicing. But some skills is better than no skills. Learning how to take care of yourself out in the element would be a great addition. I know that most folks, they go camping, hunting, fishing, all that stuff. And that's pretty good practice, but you should probably try to do it year round so that you're kind of halfway trained even in the cold weather. Of course, there's some folks that don't have cold weather, so they might be the lucky ones. Holy cow. Yes, perfect. I appreciate you taking the time to teach your kids. A lot of the folks out there that have children, they are not training them or teaching them some of the stuff that you'll need to know just to survive a Holocaust or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to assume that it's not just a book. Anybody could steal those codes that were in the high office. It turns out in the book, if you listen to the book or go back and read the book from where we started to now, that it was actually one of the ex-presidents that stole the nuclear codes and sold them off to another country. So, that's not really out of the question. All the presidents have the codes. And I'm sure they change them every time a president comes into office, but it's not saying that they couldn't sell them off. Stranger things have happened. Look what happened to that guy from West Virginia, that Saudi Arabia American or whatever he was, Khashoggi. They got him, and so these are just things you got to think about, These are real world things. That guy's dead, you know. He trusted the wrong people. They can't be programmed in then, backwoods? Or would they have to have like a base radio? Hey Sue, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. You'd be able to do that on a base radio then, you think? Oh, see, that's how much I know, right? That's why I was asking you these questions. I figured you would know. You have the 8 Baofeng? Oh, big base radio. Okay. Can civilians still buy those things? Better say hi to Keith too, Sue. He's here too. He's just on with Shiloh. Civilians can buy them then. So where would a civilian get one of those backwoods? So the folks in the chat know. Just a few thousand. If you look at it, though, a few thousand might be better than being caught with your pants down. Have you decided what you want yet, Sue? Gray, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Burning up some fat wood and scrap wood pieces. Right on. Good job. We're just sitting here trying to make some sense out of what would happen if we had multiple nuclear strikes on the United States, and how important it would be to be trained at least somewhat so that you could survive. The folks that are not really watching or listening to the book I'm reading right now, kind of makes you think about those things. So what I'm trying to do is kind of just get people to thinking what could happen. That's why I chose that particular book, and I know there's other ones out there, but I got to reading this one, and I thought this was the perfect one. So by a show of thumbs up or whatever in the chat, how many folks have some of their food storage saved up for in case of emergencies? You got a few tricks up your sleeve? Yeah, I think I have too. You don't get to be my age without a few tricks. Without having a few tricks, you know, learning a few tricks. You know, I was talking. Oh man, sorry about that, you guys. Time to get up, I guess. Alarm clock. Yeah, it's hard to save it up. I mean, remember back when FLP did that Fill the Gap, he sent me a bucket of food because I can't keep my foodstuffs. Everybody wants to eat them, but I fixed it. I put a lock on the door, so now only person can get in there is me. So now I'm slowly getting my things back in the cupboard. I figure by the time I'm all done, I'll probably have about 3 months. I think about 3 months of food storage would fit in that cupboard, and it's under lock and key. So I know that if something happens, I'm going to be good for at least 3 months. Yeah, I was looking in your cellar, Rob, on that video you did. You have quite a few food preps put together there. That's quite a few right there. I mean, you are working at it. Good job. Hey, good morning, Exploring Ginger. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Let me see if I can get this thing more minimized a little bit. Oh, too much. I just do it like this. Let's see, I'm going to do a roll call on who's in the room here so everybody gets sort of a shout out. If I can get the thing to work right for me. Participants right there. All right, we got Backwoods Law. Let me see. Cast from the Hip. Uncle Al. Exploring Ginger. Gray 1107. Rob Painless. Shiloh Sky. Sue Nelson. And also Keith Kronk. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out this morning. There we go. Get it back out where I can read it. I have to squint to read the participant part. Old age creeping up. Looks like, let's see. Hold on, you guys. I'm looking here. I missed. Huh. Okay, I got it right there. Cast from the Hip. I'm sorry I missed you. If you're still in the room, I apologize. I didn't see you come in. But we got you in the drawing for Saturday. That's a good thing. Good job. Uncle Al says he's got a year's supply of dry food and cash. Food's the hardest thing to save, I feel. I feel that it's hard to save food because you always have to rotate it for one thing. And for another thing, if you're having a bad month or anything, it's really easy just to dig into them so that you can make things meet. Hey, look who walked in. It's Creative. Hey, CR, how you doing? You got to remember where you put the cash. You better figure it out before something happens. Oh, okay, you're still here. That's great. I'm glad. I like to call everybody out as they come in, but I missed you. Hard to stay up on top of it. Yep, that's right, Rob. You got to rotate it, you know. And at first, I forgot to date everything, so I knew exactly when I had to rotate. It doesn't really take too long to figure it out, though, when you uh, learn to do that stuff, and then you go back and it's not that way. But if you put it the way I did, I put everything in there in the back as the old, the front being the new. And luckily, I could go just reach into the back and pull something out and try it, make sure it was still good, you know. Uh, some folks just throw it in there, but you should date, in my opinion anyway. You should date everything that you put in your storage, so that when you go in there, I'd say once every, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months, you can go through some of those things that don't keep too long. Yeah, I know you've been a busy man, Chris. You have to pull all that old stuff out, put it on top. You guys, Chris sent me some deer jerky. You guys didn't see that unopening of the box, but he sent me some deer jerky. That stuff is pretty friggin' good, you guys. FFP, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, he sent me a whole bag of it, man. It's almost gone, as a matter of fact. I'm not the only one eating it, so it is pretty darn good. So let's kind of get back to where we are. We kind of got offline with me talking to you guys, but I want to know what you guys have got going for your food storage. If you come to my Tuesday morning story time with Will and get in on that book, you'll see kind of what it's going to be like if we were to be under a nuclear attack. They hit all the major cities in this book, and everybody's out running around trying to get from point A to point B without either being shot or imprisoned. The women, they are imprisoning and using them for whatever purpose they need. And the book is really starting to move along pretty quick now, so I would appreciate it if you guys are available to come in on Tuesdays and listen to the book. That will really kind of get you a wide awakening, I suppose is the right word, of what could happen if the United States got into a nuclear war. I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, but it may happen, and if it happens, we need to be prepared. And not only do we need to be prepared, we need to prepare our children as well. I know it's a dreary thought, but we got to do what we got to do. Hey, Kaylin, what's up? What's shaking? I know Kaylin can get some input into this. I've been with Kaylin for a long time as a subscriber, and she's been subscribed to me for a while too. And I know that she actually has a really good bunch of preps put together. Rice, beans, oats, and wheat. Yes, sir. Those keep a long time, especially if you'll put them in sealed bags. I went out and bought one of those food sealing bags so I could start sealing stuff up. I seal stuff up that's even in tins. I'll take it out and I'll put it in there and I'll seal it off. Hey, Prep for It, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. everybody's coming in gets in the drawing for Saturday, so also don't forget we got second Saturday of every month we're going to be giving we'll have two drawings, which will be for the second drawing will be a subscriber appreciation gift. It'd be something out of my store for sure. I know Sue's in here. She's gonna send me a message and tell me what she wants. She was pulled last Saturday. Sue Nelson. So Sue is the first big winner. Also, I don't have my Teespring up here on the screen, but I have a sale going on for Christmas. Hey, look who's here, the Whack. Hey, Green Bay, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I have a sale at the Teespring store, 15% off from now till December 28th. So, if you have a chance, get over there and check out my stuff. I've made some changes in there, so hopefully you'll see something you like. If not, just give it a look. Okay, Cast from the Hip. Okay, have a nice day. Don't work too hard. Yeah, you're welcome to come to the streams anytime. Come back. How you doing, Green Bay? Kind of early in the morning for you, isn't it? I didn't want to get up either. Typing in the car is hard. Yes, sir. I've tried it. You're not supposed to text and drive, you guys. It's real hard to drive, real easy to drive off the road if you try texting while you're driving. A grain grinder. They sell those locally. Lentils, yeah. Lentils or even peas. You're right, Uncle Al. Correct. All right, FFP. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Got you in the drawing for Saturday, so I hope to see you there on Saturday evening. Merry Christmas to you too as well. I see. Good job of taking care of that comeback, Green Bay. About what do they run, Kalen? Do you know? What do you think of the green screen, Green Bay? Dave? Sorry, I like to call people by their names. I'm gonna have to look up that grain grinder. I never knew you could buy one. I was gonna get out the rocks, just like the old Indians. Probably around 20 bucks. Oh, that's not bad at all. I got it written down here. I'm gonna look it up after we get out of here. I'll let everybody know. Savage Survival, how the heck are you? Good to see you. Anchorman 2. They're sitting here talking about food storage, Savage. Pin went off. How many people hate S pins? I hate them for sure. Hey, how you doing, Jay? Good to see you. Welcome. Wrong pin. So, Dave, what do you think? Good to see you, Jay. Glad to hear about the baby too, Savage. They grow like weeds. Enjoy it while you can, buddy. It seems like just yesterday I had my son and he's already almost 19. Time flies, I'm telling you. Enjoy him while you can. Yep, time to add baby preps now. Dad Perfect, hey, good to see you. Welcome. Everybody got their Christmas shopping done yet? Yeah, I was lucky I had a boy. I'd probably killed any kid that came towards my girl if I'd had one. I was lucky and got a guy. Boy. Oh man, that's a never ending job, Savage, if you're anything like me. I clean out the workbench and everything, and next thing I knew, I'm cleaning it up again because either I've been out there or the boy's been out there. And if you know anything about teenagers, they don't clean up anything that they start. You'll go out there and work on something and just leave it lay. Magnet time. Oh, you must go magnet fishing, huh? You split nails. Huh. Yeah, you guys know me. If I'm going to be doing something out in the garage on my workbench, I usually set you guys up to do something, and when I have to clean everything up before I can start the project. You know, we were talking about food storage, and about having enough put together for at least a month. But 3 months, 6 months, a year would be perfect because of a nuclear attack, I would suppose. Does everybody? Yeah, thanks, Walker. I had two windows open. That's why it was doing that. I was telling everybody that you got your radio license, Walker. How many people are keeping up with the storyline that I'm reading on Tuesdays? Are you gonna go get the tower finally? You finally feeling good enough you can get out there to get it? Yeah, I think I heard something about that as well, Kaylin. I think I saw it or heard it that the government's even telling people to start preparing, putting stuff away. Anybody else heard about that? Oh, mainstream media do the best they can. I listen to all kinds of media. I like listening to that European media. I've been starting to watch that news. They don't uh, sugarcoat the U.S. like we do. Yeah, I got the Alaska Prepper on my channel. You like the fake news, Walker? That figures. You got your big one yet, Walker? That's a good saying right there, Backwoods. Make sure, we've been talking about food storage. Make sure that you're getting those cases of water too when it's on sale, or have you some sort of purification system in place. I mean, I try to keep you guys informed, but it's getting closer. When the government starts telling you to prepare, put stuff away and everything, it's time to do it. All right, Savage. I got you down for the drawing, and you have a pretty good day. I got stuff to do too, but I've got to get this stream done first. You have a great day, buddy. Good to hear about your kid being healthy. I think it's a little bit of both, Jay, myself. I think some of it is just trying to keep our attention somewhere else, but I think they might be worried about something happening as well. I also read something, I didn't see it, I was reading it, something about the government trying to keep track of all the preppers now. Have a great day, Savage. Thanks. Have you heard about that, Backwoods or Jay? Uncle, anybody? About the government trying to keep a number tab on the prepping community? I think I read a article about it. That's probably true, Uncle. Thanks, Dave. I feel good about that. How you feel about the darn screen? Am I learning anything? Oh, they've been doing it a long time. They just haven't said anything, huh? That's kind of scary when they start keeping track of us. That kind of sounds like they're afraid of us. Oh, okay, yeah. It's hard to see it if it's not lit up. You know that. Trying to keep up with everybody. According to the article mentioned in AP's video, the U.S. is the only country that does not actually have a stockpile of emergency food supplies. But most other countries do. Well, that makes sense to me. Other countries take it a lot more seriously than we do. Well, we need to get that turned back, huh, Jay? We need to make sure that they turn that authority back because it's not. Why should they come after our preps? Tell them to save their own crap. Buy food. I don't think if they go to the farmers, they're not going to buy the food. They'll just confiscate it. It's my opinion, anyway. Well, they keep talking about FEMA, FEMA this and FEMA that. I don't think FEMA is as well off as they are supposed to be. I think it's like everything else. They have kind of let that go down the tubes. One world government. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think you'll ever get them all to go. Yeah, FEMA is crap. You're right, Uncle. You know what? I remember back when they were a pretty good organization, but they're really not that good anymore. It really depends on who they have in charge of taking care of it, and that, in my opinion anyway, the guy that's doing it now is not really doing a very good job. They probably got a lot of that 60s food left. Yeah. I imagine a bunch of them rich people are working behind the scenes, Dave. Yeah, I remember you telling us about that, Uncle. Those yellow jackets, those are some scary things. I've been watching that on European news channels. Somebody was telling me, I was talking to somebody last night, they were thinking that there was going to be some yellow jackets in the States. Yes, sir, I agree, Dave. Go USA. Hopefully it won't be in our lifetime, but our kids, if our kids have to live through that, we as parents and mentors need to be teaching the children how to survive. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Actually, thanks for serving to all the vets that are in the room. Country first, yep. And it doesn't matter whether it's Canada or the United States, we're all on the same continent here. It's the Canadians, the United States, and Mexico. We're all on the same continent. That's right, Dave. Yeah, I heard something about they're coming here too, backwoods. I heard that. I can't. I'm old. I can't remember who I heard that from, but I was talking to someone online, and we got into the discussion about the Yellow Jackets coming here. A K ration. You guys want to know about the MREs? You talk to Kaylin. Kaylin does reviews on MREs. She gets them from all over the world and tries them out on her videos. If you're not subscribed to Kaylin, at least go check her out because she can tell you a lot about MREs. She's turning into quite the, what do they call that? Authority on it. Expert, I guess is the right word. Don't forget to store up your water. I mean, a lot of it, they sell it by the case. I can't believe they sell it for as much as they do, but it does go on sale, and I would buy some cases. I got some in my storage closet that my family and roommates can't get to because if I don't lock it up, they use it. I'm thinking about making myself a Berkey out of those 5-gallon cans. Southern Arc Homestead did a video on how to make a water purification system out of some miscellaneous parts and some 5-gallon buckets. So there's information out there for you guys. You know, if you're not real up on preparing and storing up stores, there's lots of information out there. Southern Arc Homestead, Nina over there, she can show you how to make a Berkey, which is a water filtration system. You're on a private well, Dave? Wow, 9,000 watt generator. You ought to be able to power your whole darn house on that. The redneck Berkey, yeah. That's for us poor folks. Okay, you can go get your blood sucked, Uncle. You have a good day. Good luck on that. I had mine pulled out yesterday. They actually didn't bruise my arm this time. They actually hit a vein. Yeah, you know, I had a generator too when I lived in Washington, and because it rains a lot there and they have a lot of storms and stuff, so you lose your power a lot. And I bought a generator just so I could reverse it into the house for when we had power outages. It wasn't a very big one. I couldn't power the whole house. But if I did it right, I could get 1 or 2 rooms out of it, and that was good enough to keep everybody warm. Oh, that's good. Diesel crew cab will work. You could probably burn that ugly, what do they call that? Cooking oil fuel? Can't remember what they call it now. Yeah, me either, Green Dave. Like I said, I only get little stuffs at a time. I'm poor too. Social Security really isn't much to live on. Yeah, a kerosene heater. Yeah, that's a good idea. They have them at Home Depot, and they're really not that expensive. Yeah, that diesel pickup probably be good, Green Bay, if they were to EMP us. And it's an older one, right? It's an '88. Oh yeah, you'd be able to run that if an EMP hit. '88's not that old of a house. I got a honeydew list. I'll see you later, Dave. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. I don't have to worry about that. Mine's at work. Thanks for coming in, Dave. I appreciate it. It doesn't look like it, does it, CR? If her house faces north, can't even use that sun. I'll see you probably later today, Dave. Have a good day, brother. Who has some other things to add to what we're talking about here? What am I missing, you guys? On food storage and water and stuff. What else should we be thinking about? You guys tell me. CO2? Are you talking about a CO2 detector? If she rents, her landlord is supposed to supply a CO2. This one. Medicines, yep. Exactly. There's a good one I forgot. If you guys are taking any kind of medications, you should probably try to get the ones that are prescribed medicines. Try to keep a couple back out of every month that you have to get them. Because if your pharmacy is like mine, is I can renew after having in 5 days. I can still have 5 days worth when I renew my prescription. So that's how I've been trying to put some back. I go ahead and renew early, and then I can take a few of the other ones and put back out and I'm slowly building my medication list up for SHTF situation, like a tornado or earthquake or nuclear war, whatever, there's all kinds of scenarios out there. Yeah, I did a video on some herbal supplements. It's in my playlist. I should probably update that because I try to do that every 6 months or so. Yeah, I do. I got them in down in the basement backwoods. Actually, they're in the cupboard locked up with my food. Yeah, lock it up from the roommates and my boy. Teenagers, they'll eat you out of house and home if you let them. Yeah, most of the building codes, I'm going back on the chat here, backwoods, but out here, I live in Nebraska, and even here, they require that you put CO2 detectors in. My landlord does a walkthrough every 6 months, and he checks all the CO2 meters and the fire detectors, and if any of them are low or defunct, they change them right away. I don't know if I just have a good landlord but he was telling me that it was a federal law. Yeah, logging chain, yeah. Yeah, I got a big lock on it, and I'm the only key, so that works pretty good. I can't keep track of it. My kid has his room is downstairs in the basement where the food's kept. That's why one of the main reasons I had to put a darn padlock up. He can just roam through there at night when we're in bed, so he doesn't have to come up here and make any noise. Well, I fixed that. I told him if he wanted something, he had to buy his own microwave and food. Your living room detector is hardwired? Yeah, some of them are. I'm trying to think. I think when I had my security system in the house that I owned, all my stuff was hardwired in because of the security system. Yeah, I figured even, if I keeping those meds like that, even if they're no good, at least I tried. I look at it like this. I'm old. I probably won't survive a big war or anything if it's going to be on the home soil. But I surely am wise enough to pass on what I know for sure. Yep, a hard wire is no good when the grid's down. Hey, if it fits, it bakes. What's up? Welcome. Good to see you. How are you today? Oh man, that sucks, Jay. Yeah, they sell that blood clotting stuff now. I think you can even get it at Walmart now, where if you have a bad wound and need to stop the bleeding by clotting it, you can put that powder on it and cover it, and it's supposed to clot. See, I have some of that. I have it in the stores downstairs in my trauma bag, and because I take blood thinners. So if I were to get cut or anything, I would be definitely pouring out some blood. If SHTF really was to happen, I would probably quit taking those. Yeah, that's true, Kaylin. Oh man, that's terrible, Jay. I hate it when they tell you you're gonna be in and out. Last time they told me that I was gonna be in and out, I was in there for 4 days. Don't ever believe them when they tell you that. Try that one. There we go. Now you guys can see me a little better. How's that one look? Yeah. How come they had to cut you that far open? It is a great picture, eh? I like it. It's actually supposed to time lapse, but I'll just have to let it slide till after. I'm having some issues with my OBS this morning, so I just have to live with it until later I can work on it. Yeah, that would be a real eye-opener, wouldn't it, Jay? Looks like a great place to go fishing, doesn't it? Looks like a good place to go bass fishing. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. Since they had you open, just want to rip that stuff out anyway, huh? Your gallbladder was infected? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Getting old sucks, huh, guys? Better have me a Christmas cookie. Cookie mouth, sorry. Good one, Jay. Yeah, Christmas cookies. Gingerbread cookies. See, Rob knows what I'm talking about. It's better than the alternative of being 6 foot under, eh, Rob? Heat Seeker, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. It's got to be cold where you're at. It was looking cold the other day when I was watching your video. That's right, Kalen. He has. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, at least get over there and check out his channel. He's restoring a bus, and the inside of that thing is fabulous. He is taking his time and doing it right. It looks super fantastic. Colorado Martini, hey, how you doing? Is that a different channel or are you new here? You're new? Are you from Colorado? Duh. If you are from Colorado, what part? I am just up in Nebraska. Oh yeah, it looks cold. I was looking at your video the other day. It still looks good. It looks good. The bus is looking good, but it looks cold. Oh, close to Boulder, so you're south of Denver? Yeah, I'm about 3.5 hours from Denver. So it's got to be cold where you're at too, eh? Colorado? Hi, Ray Z. Welcome. Thank you for the backdrop compliment. Welcome to the stream. You're welcome to come on Saturdays and Wednesdays and Tuesdays. We PG-12 here, or 13, either one. Don't we just have a kind of a good time, talk about a little bit of everything. It's nice to meet you too, Colorado. Make sure that you visit all the people here up and down on the list and go check them out. Maybe you'd be willing to support them. It's all about networking and support to get your channel to grow. I like to make sure that the channels are growing. Yep, check them out. They're good. Everybody that comes here is a #1 supporter. So what are some other good things that we should be putting back for preps, you guys? Hawaii. Aloha from Hawaii. It must be warm there then. Candles are good things to put back. Longmont. I know where Longmont's at. Longmont's just a suburb of Denver, actually. All right, Backwoods. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I really appreciate the watch time, bud. That was sort of one of the things I was going to talk about. Is I only need a few hundred hours left to get monetized, so people could run my videos in the background when they go to bed or something. I could appreciate it. Flashlights and batteries and chargers, those are all good things. You got an Olight? Oh, I'm jealous. See you, Backwoods. Thanks. Well, not about. I still have a few hundred hours. It seems like it's taken forever, but I live with it. The time I get monetized, I'll take it back away, so I'm not really too worried about it, I guess. I would like to kind of get close over it so that I have some hours left when they start scabbing back the ones that I worked so hard for. Yeah, the last 12 months. Yeah, I was monetized last year too, but only for a couple of months. And then when my anniversary date comes, they take 4,000 of your hours and leave you whatever is left over, and you got to start all over again. Unless they change that, I would love for them to change that. But that's how it is right now. Hey, how you doing, old man? Slept in, huh? I was wondering if you were coming in today. Good to see you, my friend. Is it still raining over there in the Pacific Northwest? Yeah, I hear you on that, Rob, but I'm retired, so I don't really have a lot of stuff going on except YouTube. YouTube and real life, family life. I can work around that. No rain today. Well, that's a good day then, isn't it? A day with no rain is a good day. It don't matter if you're monetized or not, really, Rob. I love your videos no matter what. Vancouver, Washington. Yeah, that's down south. I used to live east of Everett, Washington. Lived there for 30 plus years. I've only been here for a couple of years. I haven't seen Wayne yet. Oh man, he may make it in yet. We still got another hour or so to go, so yeah, it don't matter, Rob. I just love the way you do it. Doesn't matter if they're professional looking or not. I don't do a real great job on mine, but I just enjoy doing it, and I'm sure that's what you do too. Kitsap. Vancouver's a pretty nice place. My granddad lived there till he passed away. Actually, he was just outside Vancouver in Hazeldale. Yeah, that's a good idea there, CR. You could just boil regular water, and as long as it's hot and goes in you, you're going to be warm. Somewhat warm anyway. It's not perfect, but sometimes life isn't perfect. Slapstick comedy. I'd like to see that then, Jay. All right, I appreciate that, Colorado Martini. Are you a ma'am or a sir? Or both? Chair's getting kind of stiff today for some reason. Keystone Cops? Oh, that would be cool. I love those movies. A woman? All right, ma'am. Thank you. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell with just a name. It's like my name isn't Just in Time Prepping, it's Will for your information. Anybody in here is more than welcome to call me by Will. Mr. Martini only shows up in your live streams. Sounds familiar. He comes for happy hour, huh? Hey, look who showed up. How you doing, Herman? Good to see you, my brother. So Colorado Martini is, if you see me writing stuff down, it is because I write everybody's name down on Wednesday mornings because I do a live stream on Saturday nights from 8 to 9:30, and we have a drawing, and all the names for the drawing come out of today's live stream, and whoever I pull out of the drawing will win a logo sticker from me, or if you've already got a logo sticker, I usually end up giving you something else. We usually discuss that between ourselves later. So if you're not busy on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, you come into the live stream because your name is already in for the drawing. How's Herman doing today? Good to see you, my friend. All right, I've got it written down, CR, no problem. I think it's Friday is what the day I have scheduled to do an update on the giveaway prizes. I have them, put into three different groups so that I can have 3 winners. And I got ended up with so much stuff to give away that we're going to have 3 drawings. 3 lucky people are going to win some of the goodies. So Friday I'll be doing that video, you guys. I haven't tried it out yet, Chris. I really haven't felt good enough to go up to the range. That, and they won't let me fire it there because of the trigger issue. Go get some coffee, CR. You're going to need it for today while you're creating. He send you that scope? Yeah. You're going to try it out? Yeah, right. That's going to work. Not. An itchy trigger finger? My gun double taps. You hit it once, it shoots twice. And I actually like it like that, but I need to have a single tap trigger so I can go to the range. I figured you'd get it to me sooner or later, Chris. I left you a message about the wrench. Did you get it? A folding grill, you kind of nipped it from the building? Oh well, I know nothing. I can't wait to get out and try that scope out. I hope it stays nice weather so I can get up there. If it's bad, inclement weather, they won't open the range. It's an outside range. Oh yeah, I have a little folding stove too. I just got one of those ones at Walmart. I got it because it's light and you really only need it to cook if you're going to be like an overnighter or something, or if you're trying to get home. And it's in my go home bag actually for if I get stranded. It just folds up. The bottom folds up and it has teeth on it that are standing straight up like this. And it's big. It is big enough to put a pan on. So that was the only reason I bought it, was so that I could at least put a pan on it to cook something. It's a pretty handy little stove, actually. I kind of like it. It only costs like $5 or $6 I can't remember now. I've had it a couple of years now, so. LOL's girl, hey, that's a new name for this channel. How are you? I am having a beautiful day, thank you. Glad you stopped into the stream. How are you this fine day? Yeah, I can't wait, Chris. I'm not even. They only have a 100-yard shooting range out there, but I'm working on. My buddy thinks he has a place that we can go out on a farm. I'm waiting for him to get back to me on that because I want to scope it out to at least 600 yards. Yeah, I suppose I can cook on the canteen stove and water bottle stoves. Water bottle stove. I must have missed that. Where'd you get that at? I'm glad you're lovely today. It's great that you came into the stream. I know you're kind of new here, so I'm going to tell you what I told the Martini gal is that your name just got put down on a sheet of paper for a drawing on Saturday night. Everybody's name from Wednesday's live stream gets put down on a sheet of paper, and I draw a name on Saturday night from today's live stream. So your name is in the drawing for Saturday night, so if you want, come by. Starts at 8 o'clock and runs till 9:30, 10 o'clock. Had to make a fast trip, oh man, welcome back. Yeah, M1 would be great. Those are nice rifles. Yeah, I try to keep it fun. I'm going to start doing some Thursday night streams, or Thursday. I haven't decided if it's day or night yet. After the first of the year, and I'm going to be doing some games on that stream. So try to keep everything kind of going, kind of smooth and fun. I had a potbelly stove. Acid rain from the volcano ate it. Bummer. Fray-Z. That's not Frey, it's Iray. Iray-Z. Are you a male or a female, Iray? Must be a male, huh? Let's see, we need to get some supporters in here. Let me see if I can find where I put those guys at. Let's see. Green, divers, watch, stream. Hold on, you guys, I'm messing around here. I hate S-pins. There they are. You guys, there's no water down here, is there? I don't think there is on this one. Can you guys still hear me? Boss was calling you, old man. You gotta run when she calls, you know that. You guys can hear the water, I can't hear it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get rid of it, huh? I'll have to put those on another page. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I can change it on my desktop audio. Yes, I can. There. You guys still hear me? You guys can still hear me, right? I have a lot of little gadgets I can play with here. Did I turn the water down, you guys? Let me know. I could actually kill that if I wanted to. Yeah, I know Nathan is having a giveaway. You guys can go get in here if Nathan 4071. He's giving away a ferro rod set. I would go and I would get in it, but I already own the Beast ferro rod that he has, and a stainless steel striker. So I'm gonna let somebody else try to win that stuff he's got. Can you guys still hear that water? Can you let me know? It's still loud. Okay, hold on. I'll fix it right there. Now is it on? Is it better now? Now you want to go fishing, huh? See when you get back. They start jumping upstream, you'd have to take a net so you could just kill them when they jump. How does the water sound now? I turned it off. It just stopped. Okay, that takes care of it. Hold on. Right there. Better? That should be better. that's where that's underneath the waterfalls, Kalen. I will have to take that one out and replace it with one that doesn't have the sound to it. I can't hear the OBS because I have that sound on it turned off so I can talk to you guys. Can hear you now? Yeah, that's because it's a whole lot better. I'll have to take that video out and put a new one in its place. Starfish. So what do you guys think that we should talk about on the Wednesday morning chat? Do you want to keep it the way it is, or do you want to change it in any way? Starfish, coral. Where's David's fish tanks at when you need him? You gotta get some ideas here. Oh, I do, Jay, but sometimes I like the audience to have some input as well. Some snow. I'll get a snow video in there for you guys. For the people that don't get snow. Never thought about that. You got it right, Chris. Took you 3 times, but you got it right, buddy. Hey, look who just wandered in. Frozen Fury. Good morning to you. How are you doing? You could send me a whole bunch. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We just kind of talk about a little bit of everything here, so feel free just to pipe in anywhere. 34 in Des Moines, Kaylin. Kaylin says it's 34 there. I think it's even warmer here now. Sun's been up for a while. Let's see. Oh, whole whopping 46 degrees here. All right, Jay. Thanks for coming by, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll see you out there somewhere, I'm sure. Have a super duper day, okay? Jay and Day, that kind of rhymes, huh? I'm a poet and don't know it. 33 if you're having a heat wave, huh, CR? You had freezing rain. That's terrible. I think Walker said they had some of that. Is Walker still here? I think he said they had some freezing rain the other day. Probably would. Oh, man. 45 in Tennessee. Man, that's kind of... I think the East Coast is still getting dumped on, isn't it? Anybody live on the East Coast that can tell us how it is over there? 13 inches. Yeah, I heard about that. 66 in Hawaii, you guys. I'm going there. That's not too hot and not too cold. That's perfect. I see that divers exploring. Oh, I might have to go look. He only had like an inch or so the other day on his video. You don't have any snow in Florida, but it's cold. How cold's cold, Kyle? You guys talk for a minute. I gotta go grab a charger. we go. The darn light went off. Low battery. Much better now. Whew. All right, Chris, I already did mine, haha. No popsicles. I'm out until I go to the store later. Suck them dry. I don't have any beer in my fridge. Yeah, put your beer cans out in the snow. I've done that before. I've done that while I was out hunting. Put the cans out in the snow so that you're not having to use that refrigerator or ice chest. Hey, how you doing, Ray? Roy, I mean, sorry. Good to see you. Hey, Roy, since you're new, I'm going to tell you, I wrote your name down, and you're going to go into the drawing for Saturday night. You may want to come see if your name's drawn. That one starts at 8 o'clock Central Time. Oh, now you're teasing me, old man. I have to get on my broom and come over. Yep, I always put a reminder on for them, Roy, so make sure you click that bell. We have a lot of great people in here, Roy, so if you want, just check out the list up and down. Go check them out. If you like what you see, show them a little bit of support, will ya? Oh, that's a good idea, Kaylin. A full box of toothpicks? Whoa. I never even really thought about that, putting some of those in my preps. That would be a great idea. I escaped a lot of people's lists, Roy. It's good to see you come here. I subscribed to Roy last night, you guys. If you don't know about Roy, go check him out. It's all about sport. Let's see. Light on my pin's still on, so I might actually get to do something. We can't use that stream one anymore because you guys bitch about the darn. There, let's try that one. I was working on these last night. I got these mountain ones put in there last night. I did those for Keith and his wife Sky, because they wanted some mountain scenes to go with. So I did it just for you guys. Yes, sir. I have great OPSEC. Now, if it just works in the SHTF. You could beam them over. Yep. Yeah. I'd just jump on my broom and be there in a couple of days. Be right back. You just left. You gonna go take a dump? Mine is 23. Holy cow. That's cold, 'cause that's centigrade. It's really cold Fahrenheit. -1. Ooh, darn. That is a little chilly, huh, Kaylin? I agree. So, Roy, where are you located at, if you don't mind me asking? Brr, yeah, Ray, brr. Oh, Gray Man, he just slipped in. He was trying to sneak in on us. Good morning, Gray Man. How are you? Montreal, oh man. Yeah, I know a couple other people from up in that area. It gets cold there for sure. I am good, Gray Man. Thank you for asking. You just coming in from outside? What you been doing outside? Making fires to stay warm? You travel all over, don't you, Rob, finding those places to video, or is that close to your house? Is that close to where you live, all those nice videos you made? Of the caves the Indians were in and whatnot? Oh, just from walking in the woods? How cold is it in Minnesota today, Gray Man? Remember, you guys, if you're not supporting each other and showing each other a little love, make sure you're doing that before you get out of here, okay? Cold? Well, the one gentleman says it's -25 where he's at. Can't be that cold there yet. Did anybody get the stream put over on Twitter for me, like I asked? You feel blessed? You always feel blessed. Oh, Colorado. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you don't live that far from Colorado? Wow. That is so cool. I didn't know you were that close to me, Rob. Yeah, pretty darn flat here too, Roy. But I think we're in a banana belt here. Usually, my girlfriend, she has a brother that lives down south about 45 or so miles, and he always gets worse weather than we get up here. You know what? I've seen 30 below in my lifetime as well. That's a wind chill factor, of course. But when I was growing up, my family moved around a lot. My dad worked for the Boeing company, and he traveled around the country putting in the Minuteman missile system that we have for defense. And so I got to see a lot of the country. So I've seen 30 below up in North Dakota. Ugh, darn screen's getting in the way. So you're in a banana belt too, huh, Kaylin? Weatherman says it's 0. That's only because that's where he's at, great man. He's probably in the city. You got right around 20 below. That's in Minnesota, huh? Oh man, yeah, Alaska. It gets pretty cold there. I don't think we have anybody in the room from Alaska, but I know it gets pretty cold there. I wanted to go there when I was a young man. I kicked myself in the butt for not getting it done. You're on Hoople's list too, Roy? My God, how did we miss each other? It sounds like you got a lot of the same folks I got. Yeah, I always wanted to go to darn Alaska. I was just living in Washington. I could have drove up there. Could have been there in a couple of days. I don't know how we missed each other, Roy. Yeah, we got it taken care of now. Small world when we start traveling around the live streams, eh? Well, Roy, you might want to get in, go see the playlist. I have a drawing coming up. When I hit 2K, we're going to have a big drawing, so you may want to go over there into my playlist, look at the 2K push videos. There's 2 of them over there. They both have the rules for the giveaway. Go check it out. I have some good stuff to give away from my 2K. Never thought I'd get there, so I really gonna show my appreciation. Poland? I've never wanted to go there. Why would you want to go to Poland? Yeah, I think that would mess me up too, Rob. I think 24 hours of daylight would make my sleeping go haywire. But those people live there year round, so I'm thinking they're probably adjusted to it. Oh, you'll get there, Roy. You'll get there. You keep coming around. I'll keep shouting you out and sending folks up there your way, okay? My Thursday live stream is going to be a networking stream. We're going to talk about how everybody grows their channels and try to get everybody subscribed to each other, do some inner workings, find out what some folks do that works for them, what other folks do. Try to make everybody happy and grow. That's what the Thursday is going to be all about. That'll be after the first year. I'm trying to set everything up now. I'm going to make it so on the Thursday we'll play some games and stuff. People will be winning some tokens and whatnot. I'm going to really switch it up a lot. Alaska Prepper. Yeah, I should probably ask him. I never really thought about it, but I'm thinking when those folks are born to it, you know, they just learn when to go to bed and when to get up. I used to watch this one channel. I don't know why I don't still, because they're learning to live off grid. Once in a while, their videos pop up in my notifications, but it's a couple and they're building a house and they're going to live off grid. So they were saying that they appreciated the 24 hours of sunlight so they get a lot done. About 3. Yeah, it gets dark here well, it's early in winter yet. In January, it'll probably be dark around 4. But you live in the woods, you know, the sun goes down in the woods a whole lot sooner than it does in the city, Gray Man. You get those trees, and the sun gets behind them, it gets dark. Haven't been seeing the sun much. Has it been mostly cloudy with snow? No, I'm in Nebraska, Rob. I'm over by the Panhandle. I'm about 4 hours from Denver. Gets dark about 5:30 in Florida. That'd be sweet. The winter solstice, so that would make everything get dark sooner. Yeah, Maine would be another terrible place to go in the wintertime. I heard it gets real cold there too. Dark by 4:20. Oh man, it'll probably start getting dark earlier, won't it, Roy? January-ish. Yeah, Carney. You know, the original Cabela store is in Sidney, Nebraska. That's like 39. Let's see, 39. About 70 miles from here. But when I lived in this state when I first got out of the military, which I lived here when I first got out, before I went out west, the original Cabela store is in what they call Sidney, Nebraska. You probably heard of it, but that was a real small store back in those days. That was back in when they first getting started, in like the late 60s, early 70s, you know. And you go into the store, it was this old brick store, and it had stuff piled everywhere. The aisles were like 2 feet wide. You couldn't get a cart through there. If you got 2 people in the aisle, it was too many. Now look at them, they're huge. Actually, they got bought out by Bass Pros, but Bass Pro kept their name. They still sell Cabela stuff. Yeah, they built a Cabela's in Washington. think it's down by Chehalis, somewhere down in there. Is that right, old man? Is that where Cabela's is? Down by Chehalis? It probably was, Sydney. It's just a little bitty town. But that whole town depends on that Cabela store. That's the main employer there, is Cabela's. Bass Pro owns Cabela's now, Kaylin, if you didn't know that. Oh, you got a Goal Zero battery? Oh, wow. Yeah. You have to walk everywhere you go, right, Kaylin? Or take the bus, is that correct? Yeah, that would get kind of old. I'm spoiled. I'm used to just jumping in the car. One of my roommates is my niece, and she doesn't drive either, but she's pretty lucky. One of us, either me, my girlfriend, or my son can take her wherever she needs to go. Here in Canada, we have a fishing hole. There's all kinds of fishing holes in Canada. Oh, you're talking about a store. Fishing hole store. Hey, why is it you don't drive, Kaylin? You can't drive because of your vision? Oh, it's called that, yeah. I corrected myself. I caught it. $13 Canadian, that's pretty good price for Mora. Mid-June, yeah. There's places in Washington like that too, old man. If you get over on the east side, I used to go snowmobiling over in, what the heck the name of it, Liberty. That's just outside Cle Elum. They got a mountain over there that's 7,000 foot tall. We go snowmobiling over there in June and July. But 7,000 feet, there's still snow up there. You caught 20 pounds of ice. Well, you caught something. You didn't get skunked. Power auger. That's how I used to dig them. $800 feet. What's under 800 feet? Did I miss something there? Ice fishing gear. I used to go with my mom in Montana. We'd drive her Cadillac out on the ice. I think I've told you guys that before. He has a bunch of ice shacks. Is that what you're saying, Gray Man? I know when my mom and I used to go in Montana, there'd be 50, 60 of those little ice fishing shacks all over the lake. Ice huts are pretty easy to set up and they're pretty inexpensive. You don't have to have a real nice one. Some guys build them and just pull them out there. They build them at home and they keep them in the backyard and during the warm months, and then in the winter they pull them out onto the ice. Everybody got their shopping done? You don't count, Kaylin. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Kaylin, actually, was the one that you just, is canvas and has some really easy aluminum poles. You put the poles up and then just throw the canvas building over the top of them. Yeah, Sydney has Runza. Runza has cabbage burgers. They have things that regular places don't have. I bet some of them do, Ray. I bet some of them did lose them down the bottom of the lake. Yeah, I had a shack when I went with my mom. We sat in her Cadillac. I hate autocorrect. Yeah, I've done that many times, Rob. Just sit around and drink a lot of beer. You drink enough of it, you don't even care if you catch anything or not. Or that's how I was anyway. Oh man, minus 30 with 40 mile an hour wind gust. Holy cow, that'd be like 40 or 50 below. Yeah, you could use a catalytic heater. That's what we used. When we get out of the Cadillac, sit there on the ice to check the baits and stuff. We had a catalytic heater right there. We could keep warming our hands up on it so we could mess with the line and stuff. S-Pen. I hate S-Pens. You have to keep turning them on. They turn themselves off. Here we go. Try that one. Haven't done that one yet. Bud Stupidizer. I'm not talking about that one. It feels warmer now. What'd you do? Go outside or come in the house? Yeah, it's Armageddon. Come on. That looks like the volcano from Hawaii. Woohoo! Lava, yeah. Oh, you had some of that on over there where you live, Ray? That would be scary. Hot time in the old town tonight. Yes, sir. It's hard work putting all these things together. I haven't used this one yet, you guys. Let's try this one. There you go. I like that one better. I don't know if it is the Kilo C or not. I don't know. Kilo C, I guess. I don't know what that was. I found it 10 miles away, lights up the sky at night. Yeah, I bet it does. Are they still burning then? You've seen this one before, huh, Kaylin? Yeah, I like it. Who's got the gill net? We could get us a whole slew of fish. I don't even know what those there are called. Look like striped bass, maybe. Striped sea bass, maybe. Obsidian arrowhead? Good job. Where'd you get that? Oh, okay, yeah. I have a bunch of them in there. I could just sit there and thumb through them for you. Guys, don't forget to go check out my Teespring, okay? I got 15% off till December 28th. I have most of my gear there is lower than what they rated at. You can change the prices. I changed them so I don't make much. I just would rather my customer gets the savings. So go check them out. Got t-shirts, coffee mugs, tote bags, phone cases. I can't remember what all I got over there. Go check it out. Striped fillet. Just need a wedge of lemon fish to come along. There you go. I like it. TNT would work, yeah. Make them go belly up. Flint knapping is hard. I can't seem to get it. You have to hold everything at just right, you know. I'd rather use my ferro rod. I got the beast. It's gonna last a long time. Now you're hungry for fish? Let's go get a fish basket. Fish and chips. You're lucky you got somebody that gives you stuff. I got a couple of arrowheads here I got from Mr. and Mrs. Kronk. They sent them to me in the mail. You got the women? All right. Where are we at on time? 11:30. A couple more minutes. We'll do about 10 more minutes and we'll give her up. You guys got anything you want to say before we get out of here? Now is the time. You guys got 10 minutes to self-promote. Go. Yeah, you do. You're going to do a German ration? I will catch you on that one. Actually, I've been trying to catch them all because I'd rather know what to buy. I don't have that many MREs, but I want to get some. That's why I've been watching yours, so I know about what I want to get. I've got buckets of food, but I don't think MREs are... I like MREs just to stick in my backpacks. I've been getting those ones you get at Walmart, but heck, have you seen the cost has gone way up on those things? I guess people started buying them, so they thought they better raise the price. foreignmre.com. I'm going to look that up. Oh, I appreciate you coming in, Ira. I'd love to see you come in more often. We're here Wednesdays, or Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays I put out a story, and it's not live, but I have it out early enough in the day that everybody can listen to it while they're working. And then I do Wednesday live streams, Saturday live streams, and I'm all over the board looking at other people's live streams and videos. So hopefully I'll see you out there somewhere, Ira. If you're not supported to me, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you know when we're going to be live again. Yeah, I thought they had two, Kaylin. It looks like they're smaller. Mom's Lair. Mom's Lair. Yeah, screens. Yeah, we got a couple of new ones. We're going to be getting out of here about 10 minutes, you guys. You made it just in time for me to get you into the drawing. Good job. Welcome to the stream. Got you into the drawing, Mom Slayer. Also, Deifiedless. You're in the drawing for Saturday as well. I can't pronounce that. Deifiedless. I tried. In Vegas, right? Good job, Ira. I'll get you back as soon as we're done here. You can pronounce it? You Dia, let me see. Dia I can't get it. I don't know. Diaphylius. All right, CR. See you next time, buddy. See you out there on the tube. Yeah. I run. Excuse me, guys. Let me get a drink here real quick. I run OBS, so when I stop the stream, it'll be running for about 5 minutes after. So you guys can stay and talk to each other if you want, because it takes it a few minutes for it to go from OBS over to YouTube, so it can render into a video. So when I stop streaming, it stays on. So if you guys want to stay and visit, that's fine. It's Latin. What does it mean? I guess I'm not very good at Latin. Oh, you said so up there. Dia for short. I can do that. What drawing is, I do the live stream on Wednesdays, and then I do another live stream on Saturday nights from 8 to 9:30 or 10, and that's Central Time. And all the names I collect today in today's live stream go into a kitty for Saturday's live stream, and I draw a name. Somebody wins a logo or something else. We'll figure it out when that day comes. There's a lot of folks in here that have won stickers in the drawing, and usually end up getting a coffee mug or something instead of a sticker. So you're in the drawing, Dia, for Saturday night. So if you would like, come and see us. Six minutes. I just call you Dia. I can say that. All right, you guys. Just while you guys are talking, the Teespring store is teespring.com/stores/just-in-time prepping. It's up on the screen right now. Write it down. Go check that store out. I have a sale going on from now till December 28th. And it's 15% off on everything in the store. So go check it out. If you have a hard time finding it, it's always on my home page. And there's a button up in the banner. Just hit the Teespring button and it'll take you right there. Thanks, Roy. Thanks for coming by. I'm glad I finally caught up to you, my friend. What's the temperature in Eastern Washington, Sue? And somebody calling, they're just going to have to wait. If you hear that buzzing. I'll be over and check you out, Roy. I checked one of your videos last night, but I'll be over and check out more. I don't always come here to everybody's channel all the time. Got a lot of subscribers. It takes a while to get there, but I'm always, you'll find me coming by there from time to time. Hard to keep up with everybody, but everybody here already knows that. Also, if you guys got time, could you run my videos in the background? I'm trying to get watch time up. I'd appreciate that. Oh, that's all right, Roy. I appreciate your support and just coming by and visiting with us. That's good enough with me. Yes, sir, they do. Actually, they count more towards your watch time than the videos. You can get more watch hours out of them than you can your videos, but I do both because I love doing both. So, oh yeah, you did have bronchitis. Are you feeling better? Every time I get on bronchitis, I end up in the hospital because I wait too long to go get the pills I need. I'm stubborn like that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to start closing it up, but you guys don't have to rush out if you're not in a big hurry. You guys can stay around and visit each other or support whatever you want to do. And I'll catch you guys out there on the YouTube, you know that. And I'll see you on Saturday for sure, okay? So till next time, you guys, I really appreciate you coming down. See you out there. Bye.